Yo, Cowboys fans, breaking news, breaking news. The Dallas Cowboys have signed Bengals former quarterback, former Bengal, TCU, Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, to a 1-year deal. I think it's worth $3 million. The contract stuff, I'm sure, will come out later, so it may be worth more. Who knows? Who cares about the money and all that great stuff? I mean, you paid him on the cheap, whatever that is. I'll let the contract people talk about that. I want to talk about the football stuff. This move makes a ton of sense. What do you mean, Foots? Are you being hard on Dak? No. Dak is the guy. Dak is the starter. There is no doubt in my mind about that. However, there is no denying the fact that, first of all, this came out of nowhere. You think that, you would see movement from guys like, Cam Newton. You thought that you would see movement from, other pieces. But Jameis and Andy both say, you know what? I'm going to do kind of what Teddy Bridgewater did. I'm going to go sit in a good situation. If something happens, I'm going to be ready, make the most of it, and something may come up next year. I think what's holding Cam Newton up is the fact that Cam Newton may think that he's a starter. And, right now in the landscape of the league, the draft, you can't work guys out. You have no OTAs. I think GMs, I think front offices just feel more comfortable with the fact that, they don't feel comfortable saying, you know what, Cam, we're just going to bring you in. We want you to know the offense, the whole nine. Just GMs, I don't think they feel great about that. I think this is a Mike McCarthy deal, okay? Let's talk about the backups on the team for a little bit. DiNucci just drafted, and obviously Cooper Rush. Mike McCarthy did not draft Cooper Rush. Mike McCarthy is not married to Cooper Rush. We are starting to see that some of these Garrett guys are going to start getting phased out. Now, I think that, he's not going to beat out Andy Dalton. That's just the facts. Andy Dalton, for whatever you want to say, Cincinnati's bad. Offensive line bad. It's just a bad town. I mean, it's not a bad town. No disrespect to anybody from Cincinnati, but it's just, he needed a breath of fresh air. Obviously, he wasn't going to be the guy moving forward. There have been talks about maybe they bring him back to kind of mentor Burrow. That's not the case. So, he hits the market. Here we go. We're here. That being said, we're talking about a 3-time Pro Bowler here. Now, make no mistake. I think that Dak's upside when he's right is 100% better. That being said, guys, and I mean this with the bottom of my heart, with our weapons, a CeeDee Lamb, an Ezekiel Elliott, an Amari Cooper, a Michael Gallup, with this offensive line, with the pieces on defense, that this isn't the 2000 Ravens or the 85 Bears on defense, but it's a serviceable defense. Andy Dalton can push you through games, and that's what you're looking for in a backup. Okay, Cooper Rush, let's be honest, good in the preseason. Well, okay in the preseason because I think it was 2 preseasons ago. Cooper Rush was kind of okay. And in his first preseason, he was really good, and so I get it. But if nothing else, this is Dallas churning their roster. Every position creating competition. Hell, does this create some type of feeling for Dak? If he's a competitor, yes. I mean, you just have to be honest. Not only that, when things start to get rolling here due to this COVID stuff, I think that Mike McCarthy wants a guy in. If Dak is going to hold out, he wants a guy in to where he can get quality reps. And that's one thing that I think that people aren't thinking about is, Mike wants to get quality reps with, these receivers and with putting in his system. If Dak is going to play hardball, throughout training camp, throughout the whole nine, it's Mike's job to get this team ready. Whether you're a Dak fan, you have every Dak jersey, whatever, I've loved Dak. I started this YouTube channel based on, me projecting that Dak will be a great pickup for the Dallas Cowboys. That being said, you still have to protect the team. And I think that Mike McCarthy, just being honest, is doing just that. This team, this regime, the GM, Will McClay, Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, they all signed off on this. Trust me on that. Now, what does that mean? The landscape of the league is going to look different this year. It just is. New coaches are at a disadvantage. So Mike McCarthy is adding an advantage by bringing in a veteran who, if nothing else, if things do get goofy with Dak, you don't want this to land. I mean, obviously, he has the tag, so he'll just tag him. But if he's holding whatever, you're just covering yourself. Okay? You really are. Injuries happen in the league. You're one injury away from your season being derailed. Well, guess what? You bring in Andy Dalton. Listen, there were talks about Andy Dalton going to the Patriots and Bill trying to go out and win with Andy Dalton. He comes here for a year. Who knows what happens? He could shine in preseason games, however many preseason games we have. He could, if something happens to that, he can come in. And Andy Dalton, again, can push you through games. He's a savvy vet. He's a very, very classy individual. Extremely classy, from the Dallas. I think he's from the Dallas area, the Texas area. Listen, 3-time Pro Bowler, doesn't have the biggest arm, an accurate quarterback. I think, 2015, he had 25 touchdowns, I think 7 picks, so that was like one of his best years. AJ Green did him no favors by being hurt every other game. So, and just let's be honest, Cincinnati never really put any real talent around him. I like the signing. Dallas did his due diligence. I like the signing. Every position needs to be evaluated. Every single one. You need to bring in competition, and you need to have a solid backup, a solid depth chart at every position. I think Dallas did that. All right, guys, this is kind of a quick one. I'm watching the baby right now, so I couldn't, go into video mode, but I just wanted to give my quick thoughts. You guys let me know in the comment box. It's your boy Foots as always. Thank you guys for all the draft love as well. All right, peace.